Fashion 2021 here at Mall of the Emirates. My name is Laura Kell. I am Harper's Bazaar Arabia's group digital producer. And before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who was able to make it out this week. It's been a phenomenal 5 days, and I'm so incredibly excited right now to welcome Kay from the Giving Movement. She is the head of design. And thank you so much for joining us.
Hi everyone, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here and talk more about the Giving Movement.
Yeah, perfect. I'm very familiar with the Giving Movement, but it is one of the region's first sustainable athleisure brands. It's actually made here in the UAE, and it was founded last year, right, sort of around the time where things were becoming, as we call them, uncertain times. Kay, tell us about the story. How did the Giving Movement really come to be?
So we actually launched in the middle of the pandemic, May 2020. So our founder, Dominic, he's a super smart guy, and he saw a gap in the market, and he decided to just go for it. Out of just sheer hard work, we managed to launch the brand in the middle of the pandemic, and we had a super positive response to it. So after the pandemic, it feels like people's consumer habits really changed, and people wanted to shop more for garments that are comfortable and spending money more on homeware, loungewear, and activewear. So we're one of the brands that really benefited from that change.
Yeah, absolutely. What's really exciting as well, that you can actually shop the Giving Movement at that concept store here at Mall of the Emirates exclusively. But Kay, I really want to know, there's so many different avenues that Dominic could have sort of pursued when it comes to fashion and working in the industry. Why did he decide to get into athleisure?
So I can't speak on behalf of Dominic, but what I can say is he is very much into streetwear. He loves athleisure. It's one of his kind of passions, and that's how he likes to dress. On top of that, athleisure is one of the kind of categories which has a lot of potential, and it's quite a versatile category. There's a lot of room for growth within this category, so it's a great one to start off with. And also, I would say that after the pandemic, it's almost become a new category. So within the history of fashion, now we're seeing how athleisure is a category of its own.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, behind you, we have a few pieces. Can you talk us through any and kind of tell us a little bit more?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can get up. Go ahead.
So these are some of our activewear pieces. We've got lots of different pieces within activewear. They're made from recycled plastic bottles. So all of our activewear is made from a yarn, which is kind of melted down from plastic bottles and knitted into a really soft, super soft fabric, which is what our activewear is made from. And then we also have our lounge pieces, which is 100% organic cotton with elastane. So there's room for stretch. It's really comfortable. So yeah, once you start wearing this, you can't wear anything else.
I know, absolutely. I feel so comfortable right now. I'm possibly the most comfortable I've been this whole week, so I can definitely attest to that.
You're wearing it now, so you're feeling the difference.
Absolutely. And I know as well, something that is really interesting to highlight is that the Giving Movement is made right here in the UAE. How does that sort of fit into the brand's ethos of being as sustainable as possible?
I think it's really an important part of what makes us sustainable. So as well as our fabrics being sustainable, we're also really big on being an ethical brand. So it's really important for us that we have control on our supply chain, so we can really take care of our factories, make sure that everything is ethical, our workers are being paid fairly, the working hours are fair as well. So that's a big part of our brand too. Another part which is also really important is the factories being local means that we can spend a lot of time there. Our team, the product team, we go there really often. We spend a lot of time there with the team. And it also means that we're spending less on kind of transporting garments here and there. Everything is close to us. So I think all of that together adds a lot to us being sustainable.
Absolutely. as well as, pieces for men and women and, the whole family really. The Giving Move is at a really exciting time because you're sort of expanding into different avenues, including maternity and other things in the new year. So can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, definitely. So part of my design career, I've worked on many categories: menswear, kidswear, and womenswear. I'm really passionate about kidswear, and I was really eager to kind of add this category to the brand. And since we're such a small brand startup, we're able to experiment and add new categories and see what happens. So it's really exciting to add this category in. And one of the reasons why we're also adding maternity now is because after we introduced kidswear, it became a big part of the brand. And we gained this whole new customer base of parents and mothers, and we were getting feedback actually from customers where they were sizing up to wear our leggings as maternity leggings. Wow. So a lot of mothers to be were wearing our activewear. It's already really super soft, so they were sizing up to like cater for their bumps. So it just made sense to be able to add that category. And I guess we also want to be one of the number one kind of destinations for sustainable fashion. So the more categories we can add and the more we can cater to people, the better, because it encourages people to shop more ethically, more sustainably, and that's really what we're driven by.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's great as well that the brand can be shopped locally too at that concept store here.
Definitely.
Tell me more about your blazer. It's very cute.
Yes, so this is a little sneak peek of the V7 collection. We're going to be bringing in a few extra categories. I can't say too much, but we're really excited about it.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. It looks super cute. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Something I've always really admired about the Giving movement is you have very, very unique marketing strategies that kind of always take a digital-first approach. Can you tell us more about the current campaign, a true version of yourself, it's called?
Yes. So one of the things I would say is our team, we're not just like colleagues, we're a family. We call ourselves the TGM fam. And one of the things that the marketing team, they did, a super great idea. We wanted to give all the faces behind the brand that work so hard a platform to really show off all the different personalities behind the brand. And also, it's a great way to show how the collection can be styled to cater lots of different personalities and like in lots of different ways. So we thought, what better way to show it off than really show off the people behind the brand. And it was a really, really fun day. I'm not usually in front of the camera. I'm usually behind the camera. So for me, it was a bit of a strange experience, but it was super, super fun. And everyone got together and it created a really great spirit in the brand. And we're really proud of it.
It looked amazing, so well done.
Thank you.
You couldn't tell that you didn't like to be in front of the camera or hadn't been in front of the camera before.
Thank you.
I know we were briefly chatting a little bit about this before we came on stage, but athleisure and streetwear are really having, its own moments in the spotlight, especially in the fashion industry. It's now socially acceptable to wear, trainers and, a hoodie if you're, front row at Fashion Week. Why do you think that athleisure is having its moment now in the spotlight in fashion?
I do think a big part of it is the consumer behavior after the pandemic. It's changed a lot in fashion, how people want to shop, the way that people spend their money. People have spent a lot of time at home and are realizing that they want to spend more money on things that make them feel good at home. For example, we've seen in the industry like the homeware market has started booming. Even like Zoom-friendly kind of outfits are really kind of trending. So anything from the top half that when you're working from home, it's selling. And there's been a major shift in the way that people shop. So I think it's great. I think it makes fashion more fun. It makes fashion more relaxed. And it's the future.
Absolutely. Those are all the questions I have for you now, but I want to open it up to the floor quickly because I'm sure our audience might have a few for you. So does anyone have any questions? Maybe in front?
Firstly, I want to say I'm a big fan of the brand. I wear the brand a lot. I think I was telling your team as well, but I think I have like half my closet is probably the Giving movement.
Amazing.
So I actually work with Laura at Harper's, and my question is, how would you take any sort of piece of your collection and make it more, dressy for something like the office or for an event, because especially people who work in the industry would love to be comfortable but also be stylish.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of pieces that can be styled up. So we've got wide leg trousers that are made from the shell fabric. I love to wear those with heels, like with a blazer or a crop top. It's really nice. Also, we've got a whole range of leggings that have just launched 2 days ago. These are one of them, so it's got slits on the bottom, but these even with heels and things and a blazer, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I love the blazer. And my second question is, I saw a few of your pieces in that concept store. So could we share a bit about the collaboration that you did with the store, and how did you decide to go from not just being online only, but also having pieces in store?
Yeah, we're a big fan of that concept store. I personally am as well. I go there very often. I get my hair done there, my nails done there. I love it. But it's just a really nice new store that's opened up in Dubai. You don't get a lot of concept kind of stores that are like this. We feel like it fits with our brand. It's young, it's exciting, it's new, it's disruptive, and we really like it. As well as just showcasing our new collections, we are going to do a special National Day collection with them as well. It's an exclusive collection that we'll be launching in November, where you won't actually be able to even buy it on our website. You will have to go to the store to get it. So
amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions at all?
Hi.
Hi.
So I always wear abayas, and I saw in your latest collection you had a long coat that can be wear as an abaya. So what I'm asking is, are you expanding to hijab wear or modest wear, and do you have like athleisure abaya in your future, maybe?
Yes, we actually do. This is a category that we're really passionate about, to be able to cater to modest women. We're really proud of that. I feel like we're one of the first athleisure brands that have given almost a platform to modest women. So this category is only going to grow and expand, and we're really excited about that. So the abaya is coming. We've got the active abaya, and also lots more modest pieces that will be coming too. So yes.
I think we had another question somewhere in the audience.
Thank you. I wanted to know why is the name The Giving Movement? Where does it come from?
So we see ourselves as a movement that, because we donate to charity, with every garment that we sell, $4 is donated to charity. So we have two charities, Dubai Cares and also Harmony House. So with every garment sold, this money has a positive impact. So we feel like that's a giving movement. And also on top of that, combined with sustainability, using up old waste materials, like our polyester is made from recycled plastic bottles, our nylon is made from old fishing nets and old carpets, and our cotton is really ethically and sustainably sourced. And all of this combined, we're creating a movement that, well, we're giving, and also we're young, cool, disruptive, and making a change.
Do we have time for one last question? Anyone? Okay, I think, one more? Do we? No? Okay, I think that's everything. Kay, thank you so much for joining me here today at World of Fashion at Mall of the Emirates. Again, if you're interested in seeing more of the pieces, you can take a look at that concept store. And thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.